Well, Maestro, thanks again. And we pardon the noise behind us as they're constructing stage for some performance coming up.
Isn't that amazing? We rehearsed 20 minutes earlier. We rehearsed on that stage, and nothing is left.
Never know you were there. That's life.
That's life.
May 20th and 21st, Gabriel Feltz is going to conduct. Our own Sarah Chang from San Antonio is going to perform Bruch's Violin Concerto. Let's talk about that first, and then we'll move to the other piece.
So the Bruch Violin Concerto, I mean, is one of the warhorses of violin literature. Interestingly enough, it's also one of the first concertos one plays. You know, so it's sometimes regarded as a student piece, but of course it's not a student piece. I mean, to play it masterfully is extremely difficult. The obvious technical difficulties are not like in the Tchaikovsky or all these other showcases, but the Bruch Violin Concerto demands a great deal of command of the instrument and making it sing, and it's still one of the most beautiful concertos.
Also on the program with the Bruch Violin Concerto is Tchaikovsky's Tempest. And I wanted you to relate to that with the other Tchaikovsky piece we did earlier, the Manfred.
Yeah, Manfred, inspired by Lord Byron again, and now this is inspired by Shakespeare, of course. And actually, Tchaikovsky was inspired a lot by Shakespeare. There's also Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. Tempest, one of the lesser-known tone poems, but very interesting and fantastic orchestration again. I mean, really colorful, and it really opens a completely new idea of the world of Tchaikovsky, and that's what we wanted this season with Manfred and Tempest, to show that Tchaikovsky is not only Pathétique and the piano concerto. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we hear Rachmaninoff's First Symphony. The second is played a lot. There is sort of a renaissance now for 3, which I think is a masterful piece. But the first, because the first was not a great success for Rachmaninoff, but it's actually a fantastic piece. I mean, there are a lot of pieces that weren't great successes on their first premieres and are now, centerpieces of the repertoire, like the opera Carmen, for example. I mean, that was a huge failure. And
seems to be doing pretty well.
It seems to be for failure, yeah. So a little bit similar thing with the First Symphony. He actually reused a lot of the First Symphony for his symphonic dances then later in his life. So he did some recycling there, but it's a great piece. I mean, it's Rachmaninoff at its finest.
Yeah, I remember in reading that Brahms' Piano Concerto No. 1 was panned coming out of the box.
No, that was failure. So maybe you have a series of failing.
You live through your failures, you'll enjoy your successes. Well, May the 20th and 21st here in the HEB Performance Hall with Gabriel Feltz conducting, we're going to enjoy Sarah Chang playing the Bruch Violin Concerto, Tchaikovsky's Tempest, and Rachmaninoff's First Symphony. Thank you, Maestro.
Thank you.